Sean Buino.
It's just you?
Yeah, what do you think?
Hey, when I see a truck this cool pull up on my street, I'm expecting, like an A-list celebrity like Jay-Z or somebody.
Tell you what, this Ram truck is really stylish, but it also has room for all the supplies we need today. So you ready to get to work?
Absolutely.
Sean, we're in the backyard. We got all the supplies out of the Ram truck. What do you got for us today?
I'm going to show you how to irrigate a container garden. What I love about this project is that there's hardly any tools needed at all, okay? The other nice thing about this project is there's an actual return on investment. That means we're saving water, we're saving money, and our plants are going to last longer and look better, so you don't have to buy new ones.
Saving time, saving money, and saving energy. This outdoor project is a triple threat in my playbook. Here's what we'll need to get started. A utility knife, a hammer, cable ties, copper straps, supporting stakes, a hose splitter, and feeder tubes.
Now the most important pieces that I brought today is a timer and a filter and a regulator. Without the regulator, this hose and the watering system will not work. Now everything I bought today can be found in a kit form at your local hardware store or nursery, or you could buy the pieces separately. Roughly, for most people, it's gonna cost about 60 bucks in materials. So grab the razor knife, the splitter, I'll grab the hose. Let's go around to the back side of the deck.
Sounds good. All right, Sean, so you got me up on a ladder. What's the next step?
The next step is connecting the irrigation system to a water source. And you see we have a hose right here. And to do that, I'm just gonna hook up a splitter so we have the option to put another hose on here if we need it later on. So the next step is to put on the timer. Take the weatherproof lid off, and you can see there's a frequency dial and a timer dial. And there's different options depending on what type of plants you have. For this particular setup, I've got the frequency running every 3 to 4 hours, a minute at a time. So let's just connect these two items. One of the most important pieces of this irrigation system is the regulator. Without this, water would shoot off all of the ends that we install into the plants to water them. Let's go ahead and connect our hose that we're gonna run through our container garden.
We string the hose along the back of the deck and loosely secure it with cable ties. This is just temporary. Sean has a more permanent solution that we'll tackle later on in the project.
So it doesn't have to look fancy, it just has to keep the hose in place while we're doing our work. So Ryan, we've got our irrigation line all set up on the back side of this deck handrail, and it's time to install the feeder tubes. This product right here is a feeder tube. It's gonna take the water from the main irrigation line off to whatever direction we want it to go in.
That makes sense.
On the end of the feeder tube, there's a little clamp and a little point. And this is what pierces the main irrigation line and runs water to this tip, which will water the container.
We install 2 feeder tubes per hanging basket, because each tube will provide water for 4 to 6 annuals. Be sure to pierce the hose with the tube very carefully, because holes in the hose equals a big mess of water all over your deck. Once we get all of our plants fed with the tubes, we'll need to beautify our work, because right now, the hose in these tubes are distracting from the main attraction, the flowers.